Hello everyone, let's welcome to our channel and the series of discussing previous year questions, mains UPSC mains. Today we are going to discuss the question, what is the phenomenon of cloud bursts? This is asked in UPSC General Studies Paper 1 mains in 2024. Now let us discuss this question. What is the key demand of the question? What is the context? How do we explore and what is the structure of this question? See, this question also, it is barely very direct question. It is directly from the geography, that too specifically climatology or meteorology. The question is specifically related to climate or meteorology. It is a direct subject question. It's a pure subject. Now the question is very too direct. It is asking about the phenomenon of cloudbursts. The core demand is explaining the phenomenon of cloudbursts. So simply our structure, our understanding of the answer will be similar to that. There is a blind rule that for any geographic question, we need to support it with an effective map or a diagram. See, it is a must to draw a diagram or a map which explains the pattern or the process behind that process. That's why it is very much important to explain, and I can clearly say that if you get 6 marks out of 10 for this question, definitely one mark will be awarded to the diagram. So diagram is must in this type of questions. You need to definitely draw a diagram. Going with the introduction, see, we can directly give a scientific introduction which is based on the definition of cloudbursts. Cloudburst definition, you need to take an effective definition which is given by a relevant source like Indian Meteorological Department or World Meteorological Organization. Standard definitions enhance the quality of your answer. So here we need to mention the definition by Indian Meteorological Department, which states that the cloudburst is a phenomenon of extremely heavy rain downpour, extremely heavy downpour within a short within a short span of 1 to 2 hours within a closed space or area restricting to 20 square kilometers. Restricting to 20 square kilometers. See, the important aspects is extremely heavy downpour within a short span of 1 to 2 hours and around 20 square kilometers. A small area of 20 square kilometers. That is the important definition. See here we can also say that the we can also state that the downpour would be around 1000 mm in a very short span. That is an introduction for this answer. Next, body. We come to the body of the question. It specifically deals with the phenomenon of cloudburst, how it occurs, the phenomenon. Cloudburst is essentially a climatological phenomenon where when heavy moisture-laden winds are obstructed by, they are obstructed by heavy series of mountains. They rise, and this rise causes further condensation. This rise causes further condensation leading to extremely very heavy downpour at the top or the tops higher slopes of the mountains. See, it is it is the region where extreme downpour results leading to cloudbursts. See, this is the phenomenon of cloudbursts. And now we can expect the factors which lead to the extreme cases of cloudbursts. They are the main aspects are the presence of upward movement of air, presence of high humidity leading to heavy moisture, high humidity leading to heavy moisture, orographic lift, orographic lift means the moisture-laden winds are obstructed by the heavy mountain ranges leading to increased orographic lift, the mountain ascending winds. They are the important reasons for the origin of cloudbursts. See, next, after discussing these aspects, we need to discuss their features, the features of cloudbursts. Features of cloudbursts essentially they are sporadic and rapid events, very short period, and they occur in a sudden spurt. There is no long process involved. They occur in a sudden spurt. Next, they cause extreme rainfall and flash floods. Extreme rainfall and flash floods. Next, they also cause heavy downpour in very short span of time. They even lead to large-scale landslides and runoff, surface runoff. These are the features of the cloudbursts. Now, in the next part, we can explain about their impact and measures to reduce the impact of cloudbursts. This comes the third part, act of cloudbursts. Here we can mention the scientific data or scientific database like Doppler weather radars and greater monitoring of weather patterns, especially the Himalayan geology, and essentially here we need to mention the NAPCC, National Action Plan on Climate Change, which measures specifically on the Himalayan ecosystem, where it emphasizes on reducing the greenhouse gas emissions and ensuring the carrying capacity of the Himalayan ecosystem. Means we need to protect the Himalayan ecosystem, especially from the glacial retreat, the warming. Right, we need to reduce the global warming to restrict the cloudburst events. Next, after this, we can have a conclusion and have an effective conclusion on three parameters. One is greater scientific inputs, ground level connection, especially in the hilly states, hazard mapping, effective control and mitigation of cloudburst events. Mitigation of cloudburst events. See, this forms our answer. This forms our answer. Now, in this, we can have two diagrams. One is the mechanism of the cloudbursts, and another is we can simply draw a map of India. We can simply draw the map of India and show where the cloudbursts are experienced. See, the cloudbursts are mainly experienced in the Himalayas and the Western Ghats. See, these are the regions which experience highest number of cloudbursts because of their geological terrain. They form the important diagrams for this question. Now, having discussed the context, the demand, and structure of the question, let us see the model answer. See, this is a model answer where we can see the initial introduction with the definition of cloudburst, its meaning, and its the parameters, heavy downpour within 20 square kilometers. And in this diagram, we can see the process where the orographic lifting, the condensation of the nuclei leads to heavy downpour on the hill slopes. Next, see here in this aspect, the mechanism of cloudburst, we can see the explanation of how this cloudbursts occur and what is the procedure. Simply the explanation of the diagram. These are the important aspects of the process where the cloudbursts occur. Condensation of the clouds, the warm, the heavy moisture content of the clouds leading to orographic lift, and the moisture disturbance leads to the cloudbursts. Next, we have already discussed this part, the consequences of cloudbursts. The, the consequences of cloudbursts, they are the flash floods, landslides, the disruption of communication, and how it impacts the social life, how it impacts the economy and society. Next, finally, in this, we can discuss the recommendations for the effective mitigation of the cloudburst. Here we can see the measures to reduce the impact of cloudburst. Essentially, as we have already discussed, the National Action Plan on Climate Change. We also discussed about the National Action Plan on Climate Change and a specific scheme on Himalayan ecosystem. And here also there is a specific mentioning of the committee. See, the Mishra committee is specifically appointed regarding the issue of flash floods and monitoring these events, the cloudbursts and disasters. This is how we can conclude this answer. See, this effective answer requires a scientific introduction, a diagram, and data with examples, the Mumbai example, the Chennai example, the Uttarakhand example, and way forward, the measures. With this, we can have an effective answer which can fetch you 6 marks out of 10. For better presentation, you can even get 7 to 8 marks for an effective answer. Tomorrow, we will be discussing another question.